Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma. This is your weekly tarot reading for September 24th. So let us take a look and see what your energy is for this week. And let's play, shall we? For those of you on my other social media platforms, please jump on my YouTube, Karma on Deck. And if you go onto the YouTube, you can see the cards picture in picture so you can get a good idea of what my spreads look like and how the cards interact with one another. Nubis can't decide if he's more pissed or comfortable. All right, let's take a look and see. Here we go, kids. This is for Gemini. Love my Gemini. For my main B CEO, Miss Moxie, my partner and life coach. He's a beast. This is for you too, darling. Gemini in the house. Here we go. Hierophant, education, our great teacher, our Moxie. So we have the Hierophant card, and then we have the Empress too. So the Empress has to do with protection. So protecting our energy, being very driven and very fiercely protective of family and life. We have the Nine of Cups, which is celebration. So this week is going to be all about enjoyment and pleasure and enjoying things. We have the King of Wands, which is you taking leadership in your career and also in your personal life. The King of Wands talks about being at the height, being in mastery with those things. I will say that Gemini has the Six of Coins, which is bringing our ideas into fruition. There is in this card a bunch of mushrooms on the ground, okay? And then in the top, we have a guy with a scale and then the pentacles in the sky. So this has to do with how we're going to design our money to get these ideas to come into play. So what this means is we have this scale of this decision making and how we're going to play with things that are going forward. I will say that Gemini right now is a little bit edgy, a little short-tempered. We have the Page of Swords, which is that snappy, quick temper, right? Having this attention to emotions and maybe wanting to snap at people, and you're having a hard time guarding that. And if you're like me, I task those out to other people so that I can remain in integrity and respect with certain individuals. So I do see the Star card, which says that things are going to be in alignment for you, or you're starting to feel like things are lining up for you. The hard thing is that you've got so much on your brain that the physical tasks are kind of taking away from your cerebral work and your ideas and etc. I will say that the next few days for you and going into the weekend, like your little weather forecast, is the Four of Swords, which is your tension, okay? And if you look at this guy, he's got a needle on his nose and a handful of swords. So that what that means is he's going to get cut, or he feels as if he's going to make damage or do damage, or that this is just a very tight rope to be walking and it just feels tense. And this has to do with deadlines. Like certain things have to be done within a certain time frame and in order to be accommodated. And if we have too many of those, we start to feel like anxiety and stress. I do have the Ace of Wands, and I want you to think about Ace of Wands because usually that is about having all the material necessary and just having to put them in play. So what I mean by that is, it's like being in a laboratory or, being in the environment that's best for you and having all the tools necessary for you to get done what it is you want to get done. So I think that your biggest holdback this week is the Five of Cups, which is pragmatism and worry that you're vetting your details with as much going on as you do. You're worried about taking on too much and making sure that people are this is the making promises you can't keep card, okay? I'm trying to think of different ways to say the shit I say every day, sorry. But the Five of Cups is my Loch Ness Monster, and he's the thing that we're not quite sure is going to vet out or play out, right? And so this is your... I don't know. Somebody could be saying the sky is falling and you're going, let's prove it. Okay. It's just the fact that you are tired of people changing lanes on you or aren't owning up to what they say they're going to do. And so you want to vet them first. So you do feel as if you've got a fine tooth comb or a magnifying glass on you right now with the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands, you see these flames. This is all just people either, and this is unavoidable in a lot of ways. When I was a paramedic, I could say the same thing. I'm not getting criticized, but I'm being watched. So I'm on the floor of a casino doing CPR right in the pit, and boom, the pit boss goes down. I got to do what I got to do. I'm being watched. May or may not take it as pressure, but you do feel exposed right now. You really do feel as if the whole world can see everything, or maybe people aren't talking about you, but there's a subject that's coming up and you're feeling like you're on the spot. So you might be feeling a little bit under pressure as far as that goes as well. So not only are you feeling naked in a room full of people, but you've got these deadlines and things to do. You're trying to bring some ideas into fruition, and it just feels like there's a lot going on. But what I will tell you, Gemini, that I do see is as a paramedic, we're trained to look for what we see, and we're also trained to look for what we don't. It's just as vital what you don't see as what you do see. But what I don't see in this reading right now is I don't see you having a tower moment. I don't see anybody really lying to you, so you don't have the devil card. This pragmatic standpoint that you're coming from is all you. I do see that you're trying to gather some money together right now with the 4 of coins. This is you trying to get some money together for some projects. We're trying to figure out where your next money is coming from. I do have the Tower card at the end of this reading, which already is telling me that you feel as if things are shaken up. Just as I pulled the last card, I said I didn't do the Tower card, but I lied. So maybe that you're coming out of all of this energy and moving forward. I'm going to pull one more for you. Change. So this Tower moment that had been happening for you is the catalyst for which all these things are in play right now anyway. Sit back and wait. There's not any more coming to you. It just feels as if you're organizing this chaos that's going on around you right now. You have contracts and paper to sign, money to spend, things to do. But I will tell you, you have the Hierophant, which lessons I've learned already, and you have the High Priestess, which is your intuition. If you trust that, there is this indicator that you should know already what direction you should be going. And you have this incredible insight when it comes to people, and I want you to trust yourself. Change is on the rise for you. So out of all of this chaos that's been going on, that's what I was referring to, is that I don't see that anybody's lying to you, even though you have the 5 of Cups. With the Tower card in play, it's our indicator that we have this strong foundation underneath after you've shaken all of the other stuff that's in the way. So go play, build from that. I do see the 7 of Cups for you. And this is about balance. So the balance is the next step and where things are going next week. If you just get through this one, it feels like you got a lot of shit on your plate. So let me see if there's anything else. Oh, and you also have all the tools that you need. I know that you feel as if you're looking for money for something. I feel like that's an expense of some kind rather than buying something for yourself. But I do see the Ace of Wands. Right now, Gemini is playing with their own tools and starting to step into leadership a little bit with that. So much potential for you. So Ace of Wands is this new beginning. I would recommend you enjoy it. This is a huge, big change for you because we have the Death card and the Ace of Wands. So it's going to feel like a baptism. You might suddenly feel as if this tension's lifting and shifting, but you're going to find that all of these things, and if you look here, the 7 of Cups, all of these things, love, money, relationship, spirituality, physical, all of these elements are going to come into balance for you. This isn't outward, this is inward. So I want you to know that this is your card. So balance is the word of the day for Gemini. Let's pull a card for you from the Mystic Dreamer deck for your moon reading. So this is Gemini Moon. Somebody tell Vanessa to get her butt on here. Moxie Munford. All right. Here we go. All right, Wheel of Fortune, fate for you, darling. So that was a good one to see. World card is the world is at your feet. We have the 9 of Pentacles, which is celebration and enjoying the end of your summer. The Hierophant and the 10 of Wands. So in order for you to celebrate, you got to put some things down. Okay, thing that Gemini is really paying attention to right now is their family. You're fighting for some balance in your life. In a lot of ways, I want to say that you lost a little hope that you would be able to do it for a while because you're all about carrying your burdens. Okay, this is all about what weight you have to carry. This is the 10 of Wands. You don't have to carry all of these things alone. I see the Hierophant being a little bit stubborn, but I will say that the Hierophant also is our teacher. So we have some moments, teaching moments that had happened for you. We have the 10 of Cups, which is celebration, and then the 4 of Pentacles. I would tread softly with people right now, but I do feel as if my Gemini is feeling a little bit betrayed or left behind. I also see Queen of Wands for you, which is a lot of work on the rise, and being at the height. The Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands, like the Ace of Wands in your general spread and the Queen of Wands here, tells me that you have this amazing material wealth that's on the other side for you. You have commitment and abundance, and I see you kind of, there's like this undercurrent of depression and hopelessness that's going on with Gemini right now that you don't want to talk about. I wouldn't say that it's deep and I wouldn't say that it's dark, but I see that this frustration, maybe because you had so much that's been going on for you. We have the Seven of Pentacles here. Let's see here. So here's the thing. Page of Wands is in play, and Page of Wands is the card that makes us that self-doubt that we have. The Page of Wands is that teenager, that rookie, feeling as if there is like you're a noob, right? You're feeling as if you're starting over. You're feeling as if you're doing things for the first time and you're unsure of the steps that you're taking, but you're doing like swimmingly here. I do see here the Three of Wands. It's you watching. So what is it you're watching, Gemini? What are you paying attention to? I think you're looking out into the ocean and looking out into the horizon for your ship to come in, and you're not seeing any signs of it. So this is you looking for signs. I will say again that Gemini has the Knight of Swords, which is that bitchy behavior, and I feel like you're on the edge here. This is my road rage card. This is my lashing out card. This is the card that tells me that you're having a hard time keeping it together. And what you're also thinking about is secretly feeling as if you're like starting to lose hope a little bit at the finish line, yo, really? So Gemini, don't lose hope at the finish line. I do see that you have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is my Disneyland card, okay? This card comes up twice. It comes up when somebody's full of shit, and it comes up when somebody's building their perfect dream. I'm going to say that you're building your perfect dream, but don't you dare short sheet this and turn around and call it something else. This isn't a false friend in a costume. This is your fantasy and your perfect little home. So I'm seeing that you have a lot of self-doubt about the steps that you're making, and you have this strong family tie and support right now that I think you should acknowledge and pay attention to, you know, what's showing up for you. Okay. This is your fate card again. That's your congruency. So the tides are turning for you, and you're starting to see exactly how things should be playing out. And you're like starting to skip a little bit and hesitate. So I don't want you to do that. All right, there's a lot more I have to say, but Divination of the Ancients is your final card for this reading for this week. Book your one-on-one, karmaondeck.com. Come on my YouTube, and you can see the picture in the picture. I've got some classes coming up for you guys. I'll be starting recording tonight. So for those of you that missed the Tarot 101 class, I'll be recording those sessions for you so you can jump in, because scheduling got shifted on a lot of people who got jobs excitingly and went back to school and different things like that, like really making big moves. So in order to accommodate that, I'm going to record the last couple sessions, but I will be going over the beginning. So for those of you that missed it and you're feeling a little stuck and going into a class just seems like one more thing, I'm going to help you get that done. So let's pull a card from the Divination of the Ancients and wrap you up. Decision. So you've got the Pendulum card, Gemini, that has to do with decision. So if you don't feel as if you can make a good choice, get somebody with a pragmatic eye that thinks just like you. Use a pendulum, ask the spirit, do some meditation, get a psychic reading. Take some time out to make a decision in an educated way, and use all the tools that you have at your disposal, because that's what the pendulum is telling you to do. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. I will catch you on the flip side. And like I always say, love is the answer to everything. Love on it, y'all.